Thoughts on the performance?
Yeah, I thought obviously we're incredibly proud of the performance of the players. You know, the first 15 minutes, I think it took us a little bit of time to settle, and it was almost like we were waiting for them to score. And when they went in front, really that settled us down, and then we started to play. And actually, you know, we were disappointed at half time, really, you know, with the score, but you know, showed our strength of the game to come from behind, and then to take the lead twice and get so near. It was almost like Notts County again, but you know, this time at least we've got a replay. There's little things that we're disappointed about. Obviously, when you've let 3 goals in, you could look back at it, but overall, you know, we could have scored 6 or 7 away at a League Two club, and there's not many Conference South teams that could say that.
How do you try to draw on the experiences of last year's run in the FA Cup, but without becoming sort of almost overawed by that, and not allowing the guys to be too affected by what happened in that Notts County game?
Yeah, I mean, we're a young squad actually. There's only 3 or 4 that are still here from that in that one season. So we showed a lot of video footage this morning as a motivational tool about how well we did, and we've been saying all along, this is a stage for you to go and show your ability. You've got nothing to fear. You're good players. There's not much in the difference technically between League Two and our level. So yeah, we just really want the players to do well for each other and get out there and enjoy it and put on a show, and they did. And you know, actually sitting there looking up at that scoreboard, even though it wouldn't move in the second half, it was an incredibly proud moment for us as a group of staff as well. You know, Tranmere Rovers 2, Oxford City 2, then 3, and so on. So yeah, we're absolutely delighted. The boys have given, you know, more than they had really, and. But it is half time. You know, we drew at Hemel a few weeks back, got them back to ours, and went through to the next round, and that's what we're going to be aiming for.
How much did coming up yesterday and having that time to prepare and train and really settle into, you know, being here on Merseyside make a difference?
Yeah, it was great, and just the boys spending time with each other, and you know, we prepared as professionally as we could. We gave all the information about Tranmere, but more so focused on what we wanted to do. And I think that showed in the performance. But it was, you know, Mark and I were rooming last night saying, wouldn't this be fantastic to be doing this every other week? Apart from me, he was playing Chaz and Dave this morning at about 8 o'clock. You know, maybe that was what it was all to do with, I don't know. But yeah, it's great, and we thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think we've made the most of it. Yeah.
And to come and play here on a pitch like this, in a ground like this, you know, proud of the boys?
Incredibly proud. Yeah, there's a lot of good footballers and a lot of good lads as well, and you know, they've done, everybody from connected with Oxford City. You know, supporters that couldn't be here today. It's great to see some travelling fans. But they've done their families proud as well, so yeah, we're absolutely delighted. But back to Dartford on Tuesday night.
I was going to ask you about that. How do you regroup? How do you sort of get back into that zone? Because the league is as important, if not maybe more important, I hesitate to say, you know, but we've got to get them focused for that.
Yeah, we have. And, it's around quickly, and I think once that game comes, that'll be what their minds are on. But we've got to enjoy this moment. You know, we'll enjoy the journey back, and all the publicity we get as a result of it. But come Tuesday, there's people vying for places. You know, we've got 2 league games now that actually, if you want to be playing in the replay, you've got to keep doing it, and gives us an opportunity to rotate the squad slightly, because we're, you know, obviously really low on numbers in some ways. But yeah, I think if we could, we're on a good run generally, about 2 defeats in about 8 games now. So you know, just keep accumulating points as well. That'll give us confidence for the game in a week on Tuesday.
And with Dartford on Tuesday, you proved your worth against them already in the FA Cup. So you can only approach that game with confidence, I guess.
Definitely, and you know, our last outing away from home, we scored 4 goals at Hampton. We've scored 3 again today. We've got some firepower, pace. Quality players going forward, so you know, actually we're excited to get onto that game, and hopefully we can get 3 points.
And finally, taking them back to Court Place Farm on that pitch, that's the advantage, I guess, isn't it? And your home crowd.
Yeah, and I just wonder when we draw Liverpool in a 2 rounds time, whether Tranmere will come and let us train here. What do you think?
Amazing, thank you.